He is one of the most influential music makers today, having composed some of the biggest hits you've danced to, and he's completely French. That is David Guetta, whose life is as fascinating as a movie. Let's dive into the life of the extraordinary French DJ who has taken the world by storm. Strap in and get ready to hit play on the beat-dropping, crowd-pumping, globe-trotting adventure of none other than David Guetta. He's not just a DJ, he's the wizard behind the decks, turning every track into a dance anthem. Picture this, a French maestro so in tune with the party scene, he can make a statue bust a move. From Parisian nightclubs to international superstardom, Guetta's life is like a baseline that just keeps getting better. So let's crank up the volume and dive headfirst into the electrifying world of the man who turned turntables into gold. Who is David Guetta? Born to a sociologist dad and a Belgian-descended mom on November 7, 1967, David was the kid who had rhythm flowing in his veins from the get-go. Picture this, a young David, just 5, tickling the ivories and spinning records like a pro, all while soaking up the rich beats of disco, funk, soul, and hip-hop. Fast forward to his teenage years and bam! 17-year-old David is ruling the night with his house music grooves in the coolest clubs around Paris. He wasn't just playing the tunes, he was the tune, becoming the heartthrob resident DJ at hotspots like Le Central and Le Queen. But David didn't stop there. He threw down his own epic bashes, inviting legends like Frankie Knuckles to turn the night electric. Then came the dynamic duo phase. David teamed up with Fred Rister, and together, they dropped tracks that set the dance floors on fire. But that was just the warm-up. In 1992, David and his powerhouse partner in life and work, Kathy Lobe, kicked off the iconic Fuck Me I'm Famous brand, turning it into a party legend and a record label that everyone wanted a piece of. David's club, Le Palace, became the temple of cool, where giants like Daft Punk spun their magic. And when David released his debut album, Just a Little More Love, in 2002, it wasn't just an album, it was a revolution, selling over 300,000 copies and catapulting David Guetta into the stratosphere of music legends. With hits like Love Don't Let Me Go, David didn't just open doors, he blew them wide open, launching himself as the French house music titan and setting the stage for a global takeover. How did he get famous? David Guetta, the mastermind behind 10 million albums and a staggering 65 million singles worldwide, didn't just climb to the pinnacle of electronic dance music fame. He soared. But what propelled him into the stratosphere of musical legends post-2002 after dropping his debut album, Just a Little More Love? It was Guetta's genius infusing house music with the vibrant flavors of pop, R&B, hip-hop, and rock that truly set the dance floors ablaze. He wasn't just making music, he was crafting anthems that resonated across the globe, infusing the dance scene with fresh beats and innovative sounds. Guetta was always one step ahead, constantly evolving his style and embracing new technologies and platforms to keep his music pulsating at the heart of the industry. Collaborations played a key role in Guetta's meteoric rise. He joined forces with a constellation of stars, from Kelly Rowland to Sia and Rihanna, creating smash hits that dominated charts worldwide. His ability to blend talents, like forming the dynamic duo with Chris Willis or launching chart toppers with global icons, showcased his unparalleled knack for producing music that transcends boundaries. But Guetta's influence didn't stop at collaborations. He was a fixture at major music events and festivals, from the electrifying stages of Coachella to the enchanting realms of Tomorrowland. His legendary parties, like the iconic Fuck Me I'm Famous series, became the stuff of legend, transforming Ibiza and beyond. And with his knack for setting records and sweeping awards, from Grammy wins to being crowned the world's #1 DJ, he was more than just a DJ, he was a global phenomenon. David Guetta's journey to fame is a testament to his relentless innovation, collaboration, and presence in the music scene. He didn't just ride the waves of electronic dance music, he created them, inspiring legions of fans and artists alike with his boundless creativity and passion. Guetta wasn't just a pioneer, he was, and continues to be, an unstoppable force in the world of music. Which awards did he win? With a trophy cabinet bursting at the seams, Guetta isn't just a DJ, he's a musical maestro who spun his way to the top, selling a whopping 10 million albums and 65 million singles along the way. And let's not forget the star-studded collaborations and headlining gigs at the world's most epic events and festivals, from the glitzy Grammy Awards to the magical realms of Tomorrowland. Now brace yourself for a whirlwind tour of Guetta's glittering achievements. Grammy Glory. Guetta grabbed his first Grammy in 2010 with a mind-blowing remix of Madonna's Revolver, and then did it again in 2011, remixing When Love Takes Over and making the world dance. DJ Mag's Top 100 DJ Crowns. Hold the press. Guetta claimed the throne as the #1 DJ in 2011, 2020, 2021, and 2023, becoming the only DJ to snag the title 4 times and the first French DJ to ever win it. Talk about setting records. NRJ Music Awards Extravaganza. From his first win as Best French DJ in 2005, Guetta's collection grew to 7 NRJ Music Awards, sweeping categories from Best International Male Artist to Best International Album. American Music Awards Triple Threat. Starting in 2012, Guetta was crowned Favorite Electronic Dance Music Artist not once, but 3 times, proving he's America's favorite beatmaster. MTV Europe Music Awards Bonanza. Kicking off with Best French Act in 2007, Guetta's MTV EMA wins skyrocketed to 9, showcasing his versatility with awards in Best Electronic, Best World Stage Performance, and Best Song. But folks, this is just the tip of the iceberg. David Guetta's awards list is longer than a marathon DJ set, making him one of the most celebrated icons in electronic dance music. He's not just a DJ, he's a legend who's inspired countless fans and artists worldwide. Hats off to the unstoppable David Guetta, the maestro who keeps the world dancing. We're about to get private. Imagine a young David spinning records in a nightclub in 1990 when BAM! In walks Kathy LeBay, a former model turned nightclub manager with a flair for the fabulous. It's like a bass drop in his heart. They team up, not just in love, but in business, launching the epic party brand Fuck Me, I'm Famous. Fast forward a bit, and they're the dynamic duo of dance music, with 2 mini Guettas, Tim Elvis Eric and Angie joining the party. But as with any great track, there comes a breakdown. After 22 years, David and Kathy's Love remix reaches its end. But like true professionals, they keep the party going as friends and co-parents. Enter stage left, the post-divorce dating saga. David's heart beats to the rhythm of new loves, including a sizzling romance with Cuban model Jessica Ledon, who's 24 years his junior. They're the talk of the town, jet-setting and video starring until 2019 when the music fades out. Now, David's writing solo, focusing on dropping beats and raising kids. He's living the high life in some of the world's most buzzing metropolises. From the romantic streets of Paris with a mansion that screams DJ royalty to a swanky Miami pad perfect for kicking back. Through the ups and downs, David Guetta remains the life of the party, a man whose personal life is as dynamic and colorful as his music career. Whether he's behind the decks or navigating the world of romance, there's one thing for sure. David Guetta never hits pause on living life to the fullest. Let's talk about money. David Guetta, the French DJ whose bank account hits as hard as his bass drops. This guy isn't just spinning records, he's spinning gold. From the throbbing heart of electronic music to the glitzy stages of the Grammy Awards and Coachella, Guetta's beats are everywhere, and so is his moolah. So, how loaded is Mr. I Got a Feeling? Well, Forbes had him dancing at the 60th spot among the world's richest celebs back in 2015, flaunting a cool $37 million. Fast forward to 2020 and boom! His wallet's bulging with over $90 million. And that's without making the richest celebs list since 2016. By 2021, whispers in the club were suggesting his fortune was grooving between $100 and $150 million. That's enough cash to make it rain in the club every night. Now, where's all this dough coming from? Primarily, Guetta's raking it in from the DJ booth, pocketing a sweet $20 to $40 million annually. Plus, he's sold over 50 million albums worldwide. And get this, in June 2021, he waved goodbye to his past and future catalog for a jaw-dropping $100 million deal with Warner, as reported by the Financial Times. Talk about hitting the jackpot with your playlist. But wait, there's more. Guetta's not just about the beats. He's got a merch line called Future Rave with his buddy Morton. He's the cool face of Sennheiser, co-founded the record label Gumprod, and even whipped up tunes for soccer's Euro 2016. And for the cherry on top, he's playing landlord with his swanky Miami duplex. So, in the grand DJ booth of life, David Guetta is not just playing the tracks, he's playing the game and winning big time. With a fortune that keeps on growing, it's clear this DJ's got his mix right, both on the decks and in the bank. Talk about living the dream. But behind the scenes, it's a tale of unwavering dedication, a deep passion for music and fans, a love for celebration, all spiced up with a French twist that we all adore. Share your favorite David Guetta track in the comments below. Let us know if you enjoy this type of video and if you're curious about another French artist. Hit like and subscribe to let the music pulse through your veins and keep you dancing all night long. See you soon on Funny French Facts.